Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Through online Zoom classes, we have completed our second chapter of paper A, that is Consumers, Equilibrium and Demand, where we discussed the demand side of the pricing problem. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss production function, which is the first topic of your third chapter. Students, the act of production involves the transformation of physical inputs into physical output, that is, the outputs of goods and services. The output is thus a function of the factors of production, which are also called as inputs. This basic relationship between physical inputs and physical output of a firm is called production function. So, dear students, production function simply studies the functional relationship between physical inputs and physical output of a firm. There are two important terms. One is the physical inputs and the other one is physical output of a firm. Production inputs or physical inputs. These are the resources or factors of production used by a firm in the production of output, and physical output or the production output is simply the quantity of goods and services produced in a given time period by a firm or industry. So, students, the production function is simply a statement of the relationship between a firm's scarce resources, which are called inputs or factors of production, and the output that results from the use of these resources given current knowledge about technology and organization. The production function can be mathematically expressed in an equation in which the output is dependent variable and inputs are independent variables. The equation can be expressed as Q is a function of x1, x2 up to xn, while Q is output, which is a dependent variable here, and x1 to xn are inputs, which are also called as the factors of production, and these x1 up to xn, these are the independent variables. Some important types of factors of production or inputs used in the production process are land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur or organization. Let us first discuss what in economics land means. Students, the term land in economics has given a special meaning. It does not merely mean soil as in case of ordinary language, rather it stands for all those natural resources which are useful, which are scarce, and which have an exchange value. An important characteristic of land is that it is fixed in supply, or we can say the supply of land to the economy as a whole is perfectly inelastic. The price paid to acquire land is called rent. Labor force in economics is defined as all the physical and mental efforts involved in production. The contribution of labor depends not only on the size of labor force but also on its quality, that is, how much productive the labor force is. The price paid to labor for his or her work is called wage. Another important type of factor of production is capital. The capital as a factor of production consists of machinery, tools, equipments, factories, buildings, etc., which assist in the production of goods and services. Capital can also be referred as produced means of production. Land and labor are considered as primary or original factors of production, whereas capital is not considered as a primary or original factor of production. Capital, it has been produced by man, hence it is called as produced factor of production or produced means of production. The remuneration paid to capital for its work is called interest or rate of interest. Another important type of factor of production is entrepreneur or organization. The above discussed three factors of production, that is land, labor, and capital. These three factors have to be gathered, planned, and managed in the productive operation. Only then the production process will be possible. It is the organization or entrepreneur who does the function of coordinating the factors of production. Thus, entrepreneur may be defined as the factor that starts the productive activity by properly coordinating all the factors of production, whether it is land, labor, capital, raw materials, or other inputs, and The entrepreneur successfully manages the business activities and undertakes all risks arising out of business activity. Students, if we take labor and capital as the only two inputs being used by a firm to produce a given level of output, then production function can be expressed as Q of X is a function of L and K. It says that Q of X, production of commodity X, is the function of labor L and K capital. If we use some arbitrary values, we may write the function as 80x is equal to 10L, 6K, which implies that maximum of 80 units of commodity X can be produced using 10 units of labor and 6 units of capital. Now, dear students, coming to other aspect of production function, that is the types of factors of production. Students, the factors of production are divided into two categories. One are the fixed factors of production and another category are the variable factors of production. Fixed factors of production. These are those factors of production the application of which does not change with the change in output. Or we can say the fixed factors are the factors of production whose quantity remains constant irrespective of the level of output produced by a firm or industry. Its quantity remains same whether the level of output is more, less, or the level of output is zero. These fixed factors are installed before output actually commences. And the examples of fixed factors of production are land, building, machinery, etc. Now coming to variable factors of production, these are those factors the application of which varies or changes with the change in output. Those factors, that is the variable factors of production, the quantity of those factors changes or varies with the variations in the level of output. The use of a variable factor is zero when output is zero and it increases as output increases. So dear students, the main distinction between fixed and variable factors is related to two time periods. One is the short run or short time period and another one is long run or long time period. The period of short run is too short to cause variation in fixed factors. Thus in short run, some factors are fixed while others are variable. In short run, the production can be increased only by increasing the quantity of variable factors. The examples of variable factors as given here in this slide are labor, raw materials, power fuel, etc. But in long run, all the factors are variable. That is, the quantity of all the factors required can be varied to produce a given level of output. Thank you, dear students.